Hello and welcome to another installment of Chocolate Chat, brought to you by The Persistent Rumor. My name is Chocolate Yoddah, spelled Y-O-D-D-A-H because film studios are litigious, and today I'd like to talk about the power of your brain. Your brain can do pretty amazing things. So I'm going to give you an example, but I'll give you two examples. Here's the first one. So men are very familiar with nocturnal emissions, which is where you have an orgasm while you're sleeping. So right there, that's considering what it takes to get an orgasm when you're awake. It's pretty amazing that your mind has the power to create an orgasm in your body while you're asleep. But that's not a universal example, so the next one will be. So, have you ever had a situation where you couldn't find your keys? You were in a hurry to get out, you needed to get out so that you would be on time to wherever you were going, and you're frantically looking everywhere. And you can't find it, and finally you take a deep breath and start over again, and you find them, but they're in a place where you already looked. So how does that happen? How is it that you didn't see the keys the first time? Well, this is back to the power of your mind. When you were looking for the keys the first time, you had them pictured in your mind a specific way. Let's say they're on a keychain and you kind of were looking at it in your mind like they were laying horizontally somewhere. When you found them, they were probably laying vertically. And that's an example of how powerful your mind is, because this is a 3D object in reality that was where you looked, but your mind essentially made you blind to the reality because it didn't match up the fantasy in your mind. Right? Because that's what it was. When you were looking and you were thinking about what you were going to see, that was the fantasy. And a benign one, it's just you thought, all right, I need to find the keys. And this is how you had them in your head. But you couldn't see how they really were, where they really were, even though you looked in that spot. And that example kind of begs the question, what else are you missing? As you go through your life and you're trying to deal with situations and people and whatever, and even yourself, what are the fantasies that you have in your mind that block you from seeing the reality? All right. Now, I could go on and on about this, but I think that idea is something that's worth considering. And really the only way that you're going to figure that out is probably by talking to other people. But I guarantee you it's happening. It's happening in your self-esteem. It's happening in your place of work or business. And it's almost certainly happening in your relationship. So what are you blind to? How do you hold things in your mind that blocks you from seeing how things really are? So I hope this has jogged your mind a little bit to think about something different. Once again, be safe and talk to you soon.